That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
DeWanna Bonner, DB, is headed for a breakup now with the Indiana Fever. When DB deleted all her posts with the Fever, I thought she was going to retire. I thought she was going to prove RP Devontae Davis. I thought she was going to pull Avante Davis, man. But she didn't. She just demanded a trade. So this is from Front Office Sports from Annie. Once again, shouts out to Annie. She be getting all the scoops and things of that sort. Sorry, I got my laptop moving everywhere. I probably need to start using my camera again for streams, but this is just more convenient. I think when I get back home, I'm gonna use you guys don't care about that. Fever and Bonner headed for a breakup. Here's what we know. According to multiple league sources, DeWanna Bonner has no interest in returning to play for the Fever. Dun dun dun. Oh, hold on. Let me get this right. Pillow right in the background. DeWanna Bonner's days with the Indiana Fever could be coming to an end. According to multiple league sources, the two-time WNBA champion has no interest in returning to play for the Fever. Those same sources indicated Bonner's preferred landing spots are with the Phoenix Mercury or the Atlanta Dream. So back to the Phoenix Mercury and with her wife, Alyssa Thomas, AT, or to Atlanta. Everybody want to go to Atlanta because you see the vibe there. The vibes are good. The team is playing well this season. CBG down there having a good time. Tina Charles had a good time last year, even though they weren't winning as much. You know, who don't want to go to Atlanta? The atmosphere is good. It's a small arena, like a capacity of like 3,500. You know what I mean? So every game sold out. It's loud. They do a great job with in-game entertainment, with the voice of Atlanta basketball, everything like that. Who don't want to go to Atlanta? I say all that to say that. DJ Chalet does a great job. Shout out to Bree Janelle once again, the voice of Atlanta basketball. Bonner started 3 games for the Fever to start the season. And before she was benched in favor of shooting guard Lexi Hull. After 6 games coming off the bench, Bonner was ruled out by the Fever due to quote-unquote personal reasons. The 6-time All-Star averaging 7.1 points, 3.8 rebounds, 1.6 assists in 9 games she played before her absence. She had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in her last game with the Fever on Juneteenth against the Dream. Multiple sources told Front Office Sports that the fit in Indiana was off from the beginning. Bonner, who was signed to be an anchor of with championship experience for the team's young core, was expected to be a starter. The Fever declined to comment. Trade or waive? The Fever could be facing a couple of potential scenarios. The first, although unlikely, according to multiple sources, is a trade. The Mercury have 88,000 in cap space, according to SportsRack, and the Dream have 23,000. Considering most players with salaries comparable to Bonner will likely be off limits in the trade, a package could end up including one or more player to clear up cap space. All right. However, the more likely scenario, which does benefit little to benefit the Fever, is waiving her because Bonner is an unprotected contract. The Fever could waive Bonner and only be responsible for her prorated salary. At the midpoint of the WNBA season, with the unprotected contracts become fully guaranteed, the only thing the Fever stands with is to gain the scenario's cap space. Excuse me. If the Fever were to waive Bonner, where are we at? If the Fever were to waive Bonner, the teams have 48 hours to claim her off of waivers. If no team does that, she becomes an unrestricted free agent. The current veteran minimum, if the Fever were to waive Bonner, teams will have 48 hours. The minimum is $78,831. I mean $31. $78,831, which means the Mercury could sign Bonner without making any roster cuts if the Fever were to waive her and she clears the 48-hour waiver window. So, sounds like Phoenix is going to be it, man. Phoenix is going to be the spot for DB teaming back up with AT. I was surprised when AT even signed outside of Indiana to leave her wife again. It was kind of like, oh, okay. Did the WNBA minimum go up? I thought it was $60K. No, it's the vet minimum. It was the vet minimum. That's why. Right there. So yeah. With this, man, what do I have to say about it? It's interesting because from the looks of it, she looked like she fell off, bro. She looked like she fell off. She looked like she was washed, all of the above at the beginning of the season. But you have to point to this. Tina Charles, bro. Tina Charles, the year she went to Phoenix and they were supposed to be a super team and stuff like that, and it didn't work out, and BG went to jail, prison or jail. It was like, man, Tina Charles has lost it because, like I think in the middle of the season, she was gone off of Phoenix and then she ended up on Seattle and then she was kind of like just okay. Man, she was out for a year and then Atlanta calls her. She signs with Atlanta. We thought she was retired, but she comes back and she has a great season with Atlanta. And that played her into another contract this year with Connecticut. And so I say all of that to say, even though DeWanna Bonner looked terrible, horrific with Indiana this season, the start of the year, it could be fit because we seen Tina Charles late in her career not look good, take some time away, come back and look amazing. So I say all of that to say, hey, it still could be a thing, man. Shout out to DB. Best of luck to you and your bounce back. And it looks like it's probably going to be Phoenix. Let's look at the Phoenix roster before I just say that and then kind of move on. So she'll be backing up Satu. She'll be backing up Satu. Where we at? Let me get a roster, man. Phoenix Mercury roster. Oh, they got the stats up here on their page. I like this. Satu averaging 19, 8, and 2. Shout out to the unicorn. Copper 13, 2 and 2. Lexi Held is averaging 8, 1 and 1. Tasha Mack averaging 4 rebounds, 3 points. Monique is averaging 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kitaja Laxka is averaging 9 points, 1 and 1. Megan. So yeah, she be backing up Satu. You got the West Beld right here. AT averaging 14, 7, and 9. Yeah, Semi Whitcomb averaging 9, 3, and 2. Kalani Brown averaging 5, 6, 4, and 1. Musa is averaging 3, 4, and 3. And we already did everybody else. So yeah. Yeah, I think she good enough. She could back up Satu, things of that sort. They have the money for it. I think she's going to Phoenix. If Atlanta don't have the move for it, they're going to have to trade and cut other players. It ain't worth it. I don't think it's many players on Atlanta that you would do that for a respectfully. Also, Atlanta's close to Auburn, her alma mater, things of that sort, you know what I mean? Respectfully. Oh, and she's from Fairfield, so that's darn near. That's darn near Atlanta. Well, no, it was an hour and a half from Atlanta, but shout out to Fairfield, man. Shout out Fairfield. Shout out Fairfax. Shout out the Valley. Shout out West Point. Shout out Lynette. If you know, you know. My former stumping grounds. 37, though. I'm not clearing out multiple players on the roster when you guys are, 5 games over 500. I know y'all lost to Dallas tonight. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all still, how many games over 500? 5 games over 500. I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't doing that. Clearing out multiple players on the roster for that. For a 37-year-old. I ain't doing that. So you can go enjoy Phoenix. Be reunited with your wife, and best of luck to y'all finishing up the year and stuff like that.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.